Hey guys, my name is Fire and welcome back to Call of Duty World War 2. Today I decided to play some COD World War 2 tonight. I decided to sit down, play some of the game. I was actually kind of thinking that I wanted to play some Battlefield, but I sat down, I decided to force myself to play the game, even though I really didn't want to play it, and I'm kind of glad I did, strangely enough. I actually probably shouldn't do that. I probably shouldn't force myself to do something I really don't want to do, but I'm glad I did, as I said. I sat down, I played some games, and initially I wasn't having a whole lot of fun. I just wasn't playing very well. I played some gun game at the start and I wasn't having much fun, but I started to play the game a bit more. I got some good games and I just realized why I love COD so much, and that's another video that I want to make. But I ended up getting the ice pick tonight, and the ice pick, I gotta say, it's an interesting weapon. It's nice to have a different melee weapon besides the shovel. I definitely would prefer to use the ice pick over the shovel, and I ended up getting a heroic variant of it, which just looks so fucking clean. I gotta say, I love the heroic variants in this game because they just look so clean and so beautiful. Some of them with the gold and little aesthetic features. This one is a lot more clean. It has this like kind of rubber band wrapped around it, and I'm not too sure if it has a different inspect from the normal ice pick, just because I don't have the normal ice pick. And it's not even the normal ice pick, it's actually an epic variant of the ice pick that you get, which has some snow or whatever on it. There actually is no normal weapon or normal variant of the weapon. It's just there's different epic and different heroic variants, and I believe there's even a rare variant for the ice pick, which is actually kind of interesting. We haven't seen any rare variants in the game so far. I don't know if there is any other rare variants of any other weapons or melee weapons, but I was looking through the ice pick variants, and I gotta say some of the epic ones do look pretty cool. One of them is all gold and it looks nice. Overall, the gameplay you're going to be seeing is not going to be the greatest, because whenever I run around with melee weapons, I just run around like really fast, because my playstyle in Call of Duty and in pretty much any game, any first person competitive shooter, I run around like crazy. I'm just a very fast-paced player, and I find it hard to slow myself down to try to take some time and try to play it a little bit more methodically. But there was different times where I was trying to slow down, and I was slowing down my game a little bit, but I still did not do very well. So most of the time you're just going to see me running around with the ice pick and dying. So hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. It's pretty good. But anyway, today I wanted to talk a bit about supply drops, specifically the state of supply drops right now, which I have mentioned this. I believe I have talked about this before, and also melee weapons. Melee weapons are a thing that are kind of, in my opinion, just filler. I'm not too sure if other people or if the developers had this in mind as filler weapons, but I think they are just filler, because not a lot of people buy or go out to try to get supply drops to get the melee weapons. How many people go out to try to get these awesome melee weapons unless you're a knife only player, which I don't even think, is there that many knife only players in Call of Duty anymore? I know there used to be a lot of knife only players back in the older CODs. Even Advanced Warfare had quite a few, but nowadays, is there that many? I don't know if there's that big of a community nowadays of knife only players. There probably is, but I just haven't seen any of it. I just gotta say, I have mentioned this before, but the way they're handling supply drops is awesome. I think it's a really good idea, and in my video yesterday that I made, or my previous video, I talked about why I don't like Call of Duty and why I'm not enjoying World War 2 that much at the moment, and it's because there's nothing to really incentivize me to play the game. But I realized one big thing that incentivizes me is the weapons that you can earn. It's not like they're supply drop weapons and they're only hidden behind supply drops like in Black Ops 3. For example, in Black Ops 3, they hid the weapons behind the supply drops and they had them only locked behind the supply drops, which was really fucking bullshit. But in this game, it works a lot differently. It works a lot more fair to where they're hidden behind supply drops. We also have the collection system from Modern Warfare Remastered, so you can buy them, even though the Sten, I will say, is very overpriced. I guess it should be that way because they want to make it not too hard. Well, they do want to make it hard for you to get, but I think they should have a good balance. Not too hard, but hard enough, which I think the Stent might be a bit too hard to get. I don't know. As well, you do also have the challenges going on right now, which I'm not too sure how it's going to work after this Winter Siege event. I don't believe you will be able to do challenges to get them after this event is over, which does kind of suck, but I guess that's also a good thing for people that play the event and have really dedicated Call of Duty fans. Even if you get the game for Christmas, you still have enough time to be able to get these weapons throughout doing the challenges, so that's good. So people who are really dedicated to playing Call of Duty will get these weapons no problem by just completing games. You don't have to win games, you don't have to do any crazy challenge. All you have to do is complete games. That's a very simple challenge, and it shouldn't take that long overall. And then after the Winter Siege event's over, you still have 2 ways to get them: supply drops and collections, which is awesome. I think the way they're doing supply drops right now is awesome. I'm really happy with the way they're handling all the supply drop stuff. I'm really, actually really happy, and I can't praise them enough. I am still kind of worried and still kind of I'm still kind of just, yeah, as I said, worried that they're gonna add weapons in behind supply drops and keep them only behind supply drops. But if they were going to do that, I imagine they would have done that with the first weapon drop, unless they're just trying to fake us out, wait until Christmas is over, thinking, oh, everything's balanced, everything's fair, okay, you know, enough people have bought the game already, let's just put a load of bullshit on them. I really hope they don't do that, because that is taking away a massive player base, and I think having an incentive to play the game and having more people play the game makes you more money than actually having less people play the game, but more reasons to buy supply drops. At least in my opinion, because if there's less people playing the game, what's the point in them buying supply drops if they're not playing the game? You see what I'm saying? But overall, that's just my opinion on it. The ice pick here is pretty cool, I gotta say. It is a pretty fun melee weapon to use. All melee weapons are the same, but I definitely do prefer this over the shovel. I really would love to see just the standard knife. I guess we do have kind of the trench knife thing, but I would just prefer to see a normal standard knife within the game that we normally have. I would like to see that come to the game at some point maybe, because it's not like they didn't have knives back in 1943 or 1944, whatever time this is set in. Overall, that's pretty much all I wanted to say, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and yeah, I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.